from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Daly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. This is a designed run. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creates a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
For quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Motion from the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Under fire. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and then causing a fumble.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And some room to work. Pass to Stiggs and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the 2nd, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So 1st down here as they go back to work. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Sheridan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you can.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooner! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody...
And the ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Daly. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
It's a running room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness. Bringing the free safety down. Blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right on target this time. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. See what they dial up on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners getting set on first and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Makes the grab. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cutler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. The screen, and watch out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
On target over the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Well, I get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl game. Big swings, man. When rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Got a man. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. The play action fake. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw into it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Turning it on! The 20, the 10, touchdown Sooners! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
They can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground. Defense got it going the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sheridan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to pass. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Sooner offense returns to the field.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Okay, ready? They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on third down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working.
There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 20. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.